Hi everybody, my name is Matthew Chinchilla and I am excited to present to you today my forecast on wind turbine active power. So what is turbine active power? Active power is the useful component of the product of voltage and current the turbine provides to the purchaser grid system. It's generally measured in megawatts. It's important to understand these forecasts for energy providers. They need to understand the energy production of their assets, in this case, the turbine. And it's also important for regulators so that they can schedule and plan for seasonal events and maintenance. So the turbine data that was used in this forecast is a Kaggle data set for a single wind turbine recorded from January 2018 to March of 2020. The readings were recorded at 10-minute intervals, and the original data set included weather features, turbine, and rotor features. So when I looked at the overall data, there was a lot of missing data. So from the original data set, you can see here in this chart that anything that's in the red bands mean that there's a lot of missing data. It's not that great. In the blue bands, the data is okay, and in the green, it's good. So most of our data that we actually ended up using ended up in a final aggregated data set, which ended up with the six columns with the most usable data. We consolidated the data taken at 10-minute intervals into daily data. And the final data frame included 746 rows, and the columns that were used were active power, reactive power, wind speed, ambient temperature, wind direction, and nacelle position. So this is a look at the realizations of the active power data on a daily basis from 2018 until up to 2020. And here we take a look at the active power data consolidated into a monthly look. So as you can see, it looks like there's seasonality in this data, which makes sense since we have a temperature component in there, weather component. And it looks like the turbines are producing their most power right around the July-August time frame. So here are the ACF and the Parson window of the original data. You can see that slowly dampening means that there's some seasonality in there, which we already knew. And the Parson window shows that there might be some wandering. So because there's seasonality in it, probably our best approach will involve differencing this data and using some seasonality in our model. But we actually tried two different models, an ARMA and an ARUMA model. I did forecast for both 30 days and 120 days out. And in both cases, the ARUMA model with the seasonality, even though it had a higher ASE than our ARMA models, you end up getting a better forecast and better realizations. So the next step, we're going to look at VAR models, neural networks, and ensemble models and see if we can do even better. Thanks.